Hey guys, so I'm just kind of walking through the woods, and stumble upon a trail. So being that it's day 4 and I have no real expectations of this day, I'm taking it. I have no idea where. Right now we're heading towards Mount Elbert, I think it is, and Mount Massive is on our right over here, and no idea, but it's this really pretty little, almost fin kind of a thing. You can hear the babbling brook, and then way off over there, I believe that's Mount Elbert. So no idea where we're going or what we're going to find there, but we're going. All right, freaks. I've talked to you guys about this before, but we got to have another talk. I'm about 2 or 3 miles outside of our campsite, in the San Isabel forest, and this mountain that you can see right back over my right shoulder, that's Mount Massive. That's the far, probably northeast peak of Mount Massive, and there are no roads out here. There are no marked trails out here. There's nothing out here. And what do I find? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You guys, you gotta stop. You just gotta stop. If you love the outdoors and you love camping and hiking and fishing like I do, you just can't be doing this stuff. It's just you can't do it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you got to human better. It's just terrible. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I'm like, you know what? There's probably nobody in 100 years has probably walked where I'm walking right now, and there is a yogurt container. Unbelievable. Anyway, I know most of you are if you are subbed to this channel or you're watching this, you like the outdoors, and I know it's probably not you, but it might be your friends, it might be your family, and you don't got to beat them over the head about it, but suggest maybe that they pick up after themselves. Tell them their mama don't work here. They got to pick up after themselves. All right, guys, there's your sermon for the day. Sorry to be so preachy early this morning. Alright, freaks. So, I think what I've stumbled on is some sort of a maintenance road. It runs right along the edge of the national forest. Don't really 100% know exactly where I am, but I know that if I continue down this road, eventually I'll hit Highway 11 or Road 11, and then I can make my way back to camp. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's really, really pretty through here. There's a nice little babbling brook over here on my left. Through the trees there, it's really pretty. Oh my gosh. So nice. Oh, some sort of a sign up here, probably a no trespassing sign. Anyway, so one other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about here for just a second is, it just kind of occurred to me a little while ago that some of you may wonder why at the end of a lot of my videos I kiss my cross and I say I love you, baby girl. And that's because what I have left of my precious angel is in here, and in here. She was cremated, and I had a little bit of her ashes put into this cross that I wear around my neck. I wear it on a long chain so that it always sits right next to my heart. On there I also have my dad's ring and Melanie's wedding band. So I keep those close to my heart. So just in case you guys were wondering, I thought I'd let you know. It seems kind of odd sometimes. Alright, love you guys. Hey guys, again, I hope you can hear me over the sound of the stream. So day 4 is coming to a close. Had a real nice hike this morning. It was a really nice hike, actually. It was kind of cathartic. It was, this was the day that I posted the video. I think I'm going to call the story, where I tell Melanie's story. So it was a very emotional day. It was a very hard day. Morning anyway. But then, so I'm camping with just one of my best buddies. He's just awesome, and he has seen me through so many things, and he's always there for me, and we're just having an absolute ball out here. And he's a lot like me. Likes being outside, likes camping. We're both considering the whole van life thing, and it was just all we did from like probably 10 a.m. on was we just sat and talked, and it was very, very nice. It was a chance to just forget for a little bit, chance to put my mind on something else, and was very grateful for. So Stump, I love you like a brother, bud, and I thank you for this whole time that we've had together so far, and thank you for always being there for me, and always letting me tug on your ear. I just can't tell you how much that's meant to me. It's been so important to me. But so what I learned on day 4. What did I learn on day 4? Well, so I had kind of a little moment of clarity yesterday, and I kind of had what I kind of see as a direction maybe to go moving forward. And today was really just a kind of a get it all out day, like I said, it was an extremely emotional day. It was just a great hike, and don't know that I really accomplished a whole lot today, but in a way I kind of did, sometimes just taking that moment to think about something else is so important for your own sanity. And that would be kind of my advice to. I can't speak for women. I'm not a woman. I don't understand how women think and feel, but I can come at this from a guy's standpoint. And when you lose your girl, especially after as long as Mel and I were together, so many things race through your head. So many things that, some bad, some good. Some things, sometimes I think about things that I'm shocked at myself for thinking about it. It's so random a lot of the times. And one of the things that Stump and I talked about today, he's lost both his mom and his dad over the last few years. And it was so good to hear him say this, because I do the same thing. And that is, it's so strange when you lose someone's close, how you could utterly break down, just flat out lose your stuff 1 minute, and then 5 minutes later you're recovered and you're okay. And I would suppose that's probably normal. I think, and healthy. I actually think that if you stayed sad all the time and always grieved like that, that would probably be one of the worst things that you could do. That would probably be devastating to your well-being. So initially I thought those moments were bad, and I thought maybe somehow I was dishonoring Mel's memory, maybe a little bit. In that, how I could be so upset 1 minute. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. And then, just fine the next. And it was good to hear from someone else who's had a terrible loss in their life recently say that they do the same thing. And so the more I thought about it, the more I thought, that's probably normal. That's probably a normal way of dealing with loss. And so I'm not going to be mad at myself anymore about those moments. And I'm not going to think that I'm disrespecting or dishonoring her memory. And I'm just going to go with them for what they are. They're brief little moments of grief. They're times when you are actually, in a way, honoring your loved one. You're expressing, I suppose, how much you loved them and how much you cared for them. And even if 3 minutes later you're recovered from it and you're better, that's probably good. So, like I said, there's so many weird things that have gone through my head. So all you guys out there, if you've lost your spouse, a parent, a child recently, and I know we all kind of experience somewhat the same emotions. Don't be afraid to show those emotions. We are, I was raised at a time when men were men, and I still believe that. At the same time, I think you need to, when you have a loss like that, you have to allow yourself time to grieve. And it's hard sometimes because society tells us we're not supposed to cry, we're supposed to be stoic and pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. And while I still sort of believe that, I believe that there's a time and a place for grief. Absolutely. And if you don't grieve and you hold it all in, then you're doing a disservice to yourself. And if you do that too much, you're going to do yourself harm, and then that harms those who remain behind that love you. And as a man, I have a lot of other people that depend on me. I've got 4 kids that depend on me. I've got Melanie's family is a huge family, and while they don't depend on me, I'm still a big part of their lives, and they're still a big part of mine. I have a much smaller family, but the same thing. I love each and every one of them, and I want to be there for them when they have their own trials and tribulations. And I can't do that if I'm so wrought with grief that I can't even take care of myself. And I know for a fact, I knew Melanie better than anyone on this planet probably. And I know for a fact that she would not have wanted me to do that. She would not have wanted me to grieve constantly. She would have said, cry and grieve, and then you got to man up. And she would have said that exactly. And then you got to man up, and you got to figure out what you're going to do and where you're going to go, and you got to take care of my babies, and you got to move on. And moving on has been something lately that isn't really a possibility right now. And that's fine. I don't really want to move on. I'm kind of stuck in this place right now where I'm so sorrowful and I miss her so much that I'm clinging. And I will always have this massive part of me that loves her. I will always have this Melanie-sized hole in my heart. And that's good. That's normal. But at the same time, there are earthly things here that I need to take care of that she no longer has to worry about. So, guys, this is just to you guys out there. So when you lose somebody that is so amazingly close to you, don't be afraid to grieve. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to walk out in the woods like I've done several times and just yell, and shout, and scream, and be angry and wrathful and just totally upset at the world. But then always take that moment at the end to calm down. Realize that God never left you. God doesn't leave us. We leave Him. And accept that. And just tell yourself you're always going to honor that loved one's memory. But that you have earthly duties to take care of. Find what those earthly duties are in your life. In my life, it's my children. It's raising good, honorable, wonderful kids. And Melanie got me a great start on that. They are 4 of the best kids. I just love each and every one of them to pieces. You know, another thing that's important to me right now is to protect my friendships. Those whom I'm close to. You know, Stump, Lynn, Leah, Brad, Jamie, Reva, Scott, Jessica. There's so many people in my life right now. Dr. John down the street. I mean, there's so many people right now that I need to be there for just the way that they're there for me. So, that's really all I got. I guess the big thing is, I'm trying to say, is don't be afraid to grieve, man. It's not unmanly. It's not, you know, you don't have to be ashamed that you're sorrowful. I mean, these are loved ones. These are people that we loved. So, you know, just suck it up. Find your grief. Embrace your grief. Figure out how you're going to move on in a positive way while still honoring your loved one's memory. And that's all I got for you right now. I mean, that's something I've really learned on this trip. Is I've really learned that I need to do those things. And I need to quit with the whole pity party. And I just need to figure out what's important and attack those things. And that's what I'm going to do. So if you're out there and you're one of my loved ones, and you know who you are, don't be afraid to see me. If you see me on your front porch someday going, let's go get a beer. You know, don't be shocked when I call you up and say, let's go get some coffee or something. I'm going to be in your area camping. And I'm going to protect those relationships and those friendships. And you better believe I'm going to do that. So, this brings to an end day 4. It was an oddly calm day, an oddly uneventful day, and yet a day that I figured a lot of stuff out. And as my wonderful, beautiful sister-in-law is always fond of telling me, Rich, you just need to slow down and look around you and take things in. And that's what I did today. And you know what, Reva? Thank you, because that has helped a lot. I love each and every one of you. You guys remember what I always tell you. You've got no time for hate. You've got no time for anything except love in your life right now. And you find those people that you love and you shower them with love. All right? I love you, baby girl. And I'm going to take care of business here for you. All right, freaks. It's been a good one. Love you guys. Till tomorrow. Bye. All right, freaks. I told you I put a wrap on day 4. Instead, I add a little addendum here. I'll show you dinner. BLT's over the campfire, baby. Bet you wish you were here. Bye.